Okay, so no introduction or outros today, but if you want to, like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to. Anyways, I had to make this less than 4 or 5 minutes. Well, this one, the thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and hot takes and viewpoints. I'll get to that in a little bit because it is extremely windy and it's probably going to end up being super, super loud with thunder, lightning, God forbid. Probably will happen. I'm going to have to cut the video in half if that does happen, but it is what it is. So I know this is like over a month old. I didn't even notice about this till like 2, 3 days ago. Ending of May. That's when I found out. But if any of you guys remember that old like indie thing that came out in March, April, or whatever, I didn't get to react to it till a month later, earlier before. But it's some black chick. I don't want to be a magical girl, whatever. So there's that. So yeah, I got two small little story articles to share with you guys, and that's pretty much it on that part. So stammering and stalling. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just jump into this thing head first. Let's go into it. So I want to be a magical fan animation, but it's from another channel. It's called All Credit Goes to Them instead. Caspi Animation or Caspicet or Caspians Animation. I think it's Capstus Animation. So yeah, let's just go. It's only 30 seconds. Let's see if there's anything different about it. Oh, it's a lot faster. It's quicker animation. Oh, I missed it. Oh, this is just summoning Umbrella. That's it? Oh, that's hilarious, man. 30 seconds. For all that. It's crazy on a day. I'm not going to show too much of it, but it's insane because you could see it is extremely, I'm not bullshitting you, it is very, very extremely dark out there. It's like lightning bolts want to come out of the freaking place. It's scary as hell too. I know, pray to God does not happen either. So give me a quick second and talk to you guys soon for thoughts, views, opinions, speculation, hot takes when I put my light back on. Alright, so like I was saying, thoughts, views, opinions, speculations, and takes that I have in this video. Went to the wiki fandom just in case I didn't mess up on her name. It is Aika. I was right. Aika and the other one. Kiruga or Kyusa. I know it's on the bottom here. Kisura or Kira. I keep wanting to call her Kira for some reason, but that's not her name. Oh, Zira, not Kira. Yeah. Not that much to say about it. It was a lot more of a fucking super fast, sweet, short to the point. It was only 2.5 minutes, so wasn't as long as I was hoping to be. Of course, it was only 30 seconds. Like I said, it was not really that much I could get out of 30 seconds. There's another reaction video I'm going to be doing. It's a lot more longer. It'll probably be like 12, 25, 30, 40 minutes instead of just the most, probably going to be 12, 13 minutes. Maybe 15 at the longest. But the whole little umbrella trick, all she had to do was just summon her magical powers to like get a freaking umbrella because it was raining. Because it's crazy as fuck as this is drizzling outside in real life as I'm doing this video right now. But this video is either going to go up, not Monday, it'll probably be a Tuesday night. We'll see. My power doesn't go the fuck out. God forbid. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen. But I will say this. I wish it would have been more like voice acting in there, but then again, this was over a month ago. This wasn't even the same chick that did the freaking animation either. It was just somebody else. I want to call herself Shakira Hawkins. No. Shara something. I know her name was Shara, but I forgot her last name now, but it's there. I'll leave the link to her Instagram on her link tree is everything. That's all there. To the original person that made this original. Not animation for this one, but for my fan animation to the original animation. That makes any sense. Doubt if it does. And the last few things I'll say is this. Add like the nice little ambience and sounds of lo-fi and all that stuff. You know, I'm not really crazy about lo-fi, like rap genres type of music or whatever, like category type style music, but it goes good with a lot of people that are still in high school or college. Like, actually with Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they'll probably get a little bit of a kick out of lo-fi music. I never really like vibe with it that well. Most of my music choices were mainly a lot of real super old school shit from the 90s and 2000s because I'm an old boomer millennial anyway, so it doesn't matter. I used to like some other shit from mid-late 2000s, like underground rap and hip-hop. I was a lot more in my scene at the time. The only time I ever liked like any type of rock and metal and any of that shit was from old school games, from like Tony Hawk Pro Skater shit to like skate games to like rollerblading games, extreme sports games or snowboarder games, or if it just had anything to do with extreme sports in general. That's the only time I would like listen to anything that had anything related to do with rock and heavy metal, deep metal, thrash metal, any of those other subgenres that probably exist, who knows. And then mid-late 2010s, who would have thought you end up getting mumble rap, hip hop mixed with freaking rock and death metal and thrash metal mixed all together. It's crazy the way that shit works, and more time, more decades go by. You see a lot more differences the way music is nowadays compared to how it was 25, 30 years ago. I'm not even like 60, 70, 80 years old yet. That's the crazier part. I can't even imagine if I'm still alive in my 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's going to be a fucking acid trip by that point. It's probably going to be real life futuristic Jetsons, which means real life future Eureka 7 or something like that, or Ghost in a Shell. Unless that's in the year 2022 or 2400 or 2500, then I'm going to be long gone, deceased. I'll be dead by that point, unalive. And the last minor little touch I want to say is this. Man, the way that they made a lot of the colors in this 30-second animation, it popped out a lot better compared to the other one. Everything was just purely technicolor wise. It was like HDSD, like super purely colorfulness. Like it really came more to life, even though the characters didn't talk at all. They were all muted characters, which suck. But you know what? It is what it is. I'll totally deal with that. So let's go into a little bit of the news here. Two of them really, only that. So first one, I actually heard this from my boy, very super old school YouTuber, Angry Review Show, or Angry Joe Shows, a very super old school YouTube channel way back in 2007-08. He started way back then. He's still doing videos to this day. Like he does all those older, super old school channels like Phil DeFranco Show, PewDiePie. What was the other dude? Markiplier. What was the other guy? The gamers. It used to be Let's Players. Jacksepticeye. Now they're doing a whole bunch of other stuff now. They grew up. It's wild. It's funny to see it. So this is from PC Gamers from 5-6 days ago. I know I'm real late on it, but I didn't even know this was a thing till the other day. This is Apple is reportedly creating its own Steam-like gaming launchpad, like gaming launcher, but it's still missing the key to making a game on the Mac. This comes from Stevie Bonifield. So Bonifield or Bonifield. So it's going to read a little bit of it. It says Apple's 2025 World Developers Conference, or WWDC, is just a couple of weeks away. Like every year previously, it sounds like Apple's going to squeeze gaming into its software announcements. I'm going to leave my comments at the end, because I really had shit on this concept a little bit, unfortunately. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple is planning to unveil a quote dedicated gaming app. It's an app thing now, it's not a real actual console. That will, quote, serve as a launcher for titles, as centralizing in-game achievements, leaderboards, and communications and other activities. That sounds like a lot for Steam, only this app will feature games in the Apple Store. And of course, Apple Arcade subscription services. However, Gurman, like he want to say Gunman. And Gurman also mentioned that the Mac version can, quote, tap into its video game downloads outside the Apple Store, so maybe it will have a connection to your Steam or Epic Games library somehow. There's a little bit more there. You guys can read the rest on your own. It's very long, lengthy ass freaking game. News story article. And then the second one, oh my god, this made me jump out of my seat. I was cracking up on the floor, lolzing. I was doing an old school ROFL in real life. I was literally ROFLing, if you could believe that. I don't know why this shit's on here. Advertisement. So, it's like 2018, 2019 again with the whole Belle Delphine gamer girl water shit. Oh my god, bathwater again. 6.5 years ago, if you guys remember that. Oh my fucking god, it's happening again. But with mainstream media like Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, celebrity actress. This one, a lot of Gen Z and Gen Alpha worship this chick like how my generation used to worship old school MILF ladies like Angela Jolie or Jan Jackson or Jennifer Lopez back then, or even Kim Kardashian. It says, yes, Sydney Sweeney is selling her bath water. Here's what you can buy. And no, we will not be fielding further questions at this time. I don't know why that fucking thing is still there. I'm just going to read 2 of the paragraphs and that's it. I can make a whole separate video commentary rant video on this. Oh my god, I screamed on the floor laughing hard when I showed this to my roommate. It's real though. I thought this was AI generated fake news. This is real though. Every once in a while, when you wake up and you go to work, writing at your job, your loved ones, at your writing job, You love and find yourself in a sentence, crafting a sentence, making up a sequel or sequence of words that you never thought you would write for. For me, in real living, breathing human being with this article, that day was today, and since the sentence was Sydney Sweeney selling her bathwater, and what it feels like either an late April Fool's Day joke gone wrong or a moment of pure marketing genius gone right. Absolutely nothing between. The 27-year-old euphoria actress. That's what I got the start of. And I never cared about that show because it's a younger kids' freaking teenage show. I didn't give a shit. So come on. Actress took to her Instagram account this weekend to let her 25.2 million followers know that she'll be selling bars of soap created by droplets for her actual bathwater. Wow. Her actual bathwater, courtesy of her partnership with, oh, I heard of these dudes before, Dr. Squatch. These guys are old as fuck. They've been around since what, 2011 or 2012? I don't know if there's any pictures of them down there. Huh. Unless that's just all advertisement. And let me go back. I heard of the Dr. Squatch dudes. Those dudes are way old as fuck now, man. That's something to do with Dr. Squatch. I'm not surprised. It's probably going to be NSFW. I hope it ain't NSFW, but it might be. And then this was Dr. Squatch. Yeah, that was old, these ones up here, man. I forgot all about that freaking bar soap company. They used to do a lot of edgy, raunchy, like NSFW sort of super pornographic sort of like commercials. So I guess YouTube probably kicked them off completely because they kept doing that shit. I guess they didn't like any of that mess. And that's what they got. Oh my god, this is a real thing. This is actually real. Oh my god. Let me go back to the Apple thing real quick though, because I could do a whole rant video on that one. Like, it's never gonna happen with Apple, man. They didn't start off as a video game console company like the old school ones like Nintendo did, or freaking Sega did back in the day. That's why they're still strong to this very freaking day. The other ones, Sony and Microsoft, they started as a computer company and then a calculator thing company and a TV company, and after that they did music and movies and all that stuff. For Sony did. I don't think Microsoft ever did like music studio stuff. I know Sony did though, and then movies and stuff as well. So it's crazy. This is actually a real thing. Oh man, that's the one thing. The reason that's Apple's gonna keep continuing to fail to make a video game console because everything's on their phones, or it's just gonna be an AR VR headset, like what they did last year with the Apple like AR VR. Maybe they'll make video games on that, but it's just I think by the time 2035 or 2040 comes around, when the 6G, 8G becomes a thing, then the world will be more ready for those type of video games. Right now, they're still in their baby steps, infancy. It's never gonna be the same way like a physical controller would be to like play video games, in my opinion. I'm just an OG gamer like that. And yeah, and as far as this one goes, it could have been genius market strategy. Maybe one of her agents told her to do, her talent agent people told her, oh, you should make this collaboration with Dr. Squatch. But I heard of Dr. Squatch before, way back in the early 2010s, like 2011, 2012. And now they're a big multi-millionaire successful like soap and hair shampoo company. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. It is what it is. It still feels like a late April Fool's Day joke. So I agree with the person that said that. It's a late April Fool's Day joke, but it's actually a real legit thing. They're selling it 100%. The bath body water. I don't know, somebody's going to end up vaping like that dude did in 2018, 2019. You're a crazy psychopathic effed in the head person if you do that. I'm just saying. You need to go to a mental insane asylum household if you do that shit, in my opinion. Hot take, but that's all it is. No after today. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out. See you some more your content channel. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. I'm out. Later. Goodbye.